Well, Egypt in 2022 hosted the Egypt International Badminton Tour and the Egyptian Squash Open. The two events attracted players from around the world. The country is now the African leader and the fast evolving leader in the game of Padel Tennis and a growing hub for racket sports on the continent. CGTN's Al Maroui takes a look at the role of the North African nation in the development and growth of these sports.
2022 comes to an end with the Egyptians winning the Women's World Team Squash Championship. It is no surprise given that 11 Egyptian players are in the top 10 of the world rankings in both the men and the women categories. That's why players from across the globe joined the World Championship in December, hosted here in Cairo.
It's like watching a movie. Yeah. It's like, you know, we only watch Egyptian players on Squash TV, and it's our first time to see them in person, so we're all excited. Well, the best, actually, no doubt, they're the best.
Since squash is a non-Olympic sport, the remarkable success Egypt enjoys is yet to raise the country's international profile. The North African nation is now seeking to invest heavily in other racket sports that are part of the Olympics. Badminton in particular has witnessed remarkable growth.
كرة الريشة دايما في مصر دلوقتي في تطور مستمر.
Badminton is in continuous development. We won the latest African Championship and Arab Championship. We are among the best countries on the continent. This is the product of the last 24 years, where the Sports Federation partnered with parents to fund new talents. This coincided with a popular shift from group sports to individual games, especially racket sports.
Besides badminton, squash, tennis and table tennis, the appeal racket sports have in Egypt was quite evident when Padel Tennis was introduced in the country. In just a few years, the number of courts grew tremendously, and now Egyptians are participating in international competitions, while the country is moving on the path to establish its own federation.
In November, Egypt hosted its first Padel Premier World event. With prizes totaling 250,000 euros, the championship saw the participation of dozens of international players, including 7 of the world's top 10.
One of the main reasons Padel Premier held a world event in Egypt is the growth rate of the sport in the country. There are many local tournaments organized all year long, and we have courts in most cities. That made Egypt a magnet for an event with that scale.
Padel tennis is fast gaining traction around Africa and the world, and Egypt did not want to miss the bandwagon. Even in traditional racket sports like tennis, the country registered unprecedented achievement in 2022. Mayar Sharif ranked the 44th on the World Top 100 Women list. No Egyptian has made it that far before.
I have been seeing unprecedented appeal in racket sports at the grassroots level. In tennis, we had 5,000 players in Egypt. During the past couple of years, that reached 11,000. That is a wonderful trend, and it's happening despite the high cost needed to prepare racket sports players.
Inspired by the successes and growth in 2022, Egypt can now look forward to being the hub of racket sports in the continent and the world. Padel Maroui, CGTN, Cairo.